daffodils say good morning.
Can I go outside with you, Mama?
I think you should stay inside, baby.
Why?
Because you have a cold and it's miserable outside today. I know. Yeah, well, when the sun comes back out, you can come outside with me. Okay? Going out the front door this morning. Everything's in a bit of disarray because of the mudroom project. It's not as cold out this morning as I thought. It is pretty chilly. But we've been getting dumped on with rain the last several days. This winter storm that's dumping snow on everyone from Texas to Alabama to Mississippi, Tennessee, North Carolina. Here in the armpit of South Carolina, we're getting rain. I'm a New York girl. I'm a wimp about the snow, but I'm a wimp about the cold, but I do love some snow. So I kind of wish we would see some. We have not seen any snow here since we moved here. We got more snow in South Mississippi when we lived there than we've seen here. But it is what it is. I don't know where my bucket went. We do classical conversations, and that is a homeschool program that meets once a week together for some instruction, and then they consider parents the teachers, and then some of us get a little bit of extra training to instruct the students one time a week. So that's Monday for us. So Monday is the only day that we are out of the house, and normally nobody's here, and we have to just get these chickens tossed some food and let out as early as possible because we have to leave the house by 7 in order to be down there by 8. Because I'm a director, it starts at 8:30, so I have to have time to set up. So that's part of our holdup about a dairy animal. I was thankful that he had the day off yesterday because some of the kids had sniffles. And it meant that the chickens were able to be fed at a normal time. I forgot to feed the cats before I fed the chickens. I usually try and feed the cats first because if I don't, they come over here and eat the chicken grain. He fixed my door. But now I can't open it. Oh, there we go. I made some mistakes the first time around. I talked about that a little bit when I was turning the compost, that it ended up smelling pretty strongly of ammonia in here. I was using the bigger wood chips, which I don't think, like instead of the shavings, it was flaked. Yeah. So there's the stuff in the white bag, and that's the pine flakes. And then there's the stuff in the yellow bags, and that's these really fine shavings. So at first I was using the flakes. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I was putting down quite a bit every day. And it got really, really dusty in here. And so I decided to not put anything down for a while. Oh no! Door almost closed on me. Wind blew down. Knocked down that T-post I had propped up against it. It just had gotten really, really dusty in here. Dustier than I thought that it should be. And so I stopped putting anything. And that was mistake number 2. I let it build up to a point where I should have been putting down more wood chips, and I didn't have any more wood chips to put down. I wasn't moving them from over here on the floor to over there. It was just a mess, kind of. It was trial and error. I didn't know what I was doing. You know, they say you can read all day long, but there is no substitute for experience. That is very, very true, I think, when it comes to the deep litter method. So it started to smell like ammonia in here, and I did get it under control when I got my chip drop. So I got some shredded up trees. I'm not sure what kind it was. It was some kind of hardwood. And I put that down pretty heavily over the top. And I started bringing a lot of wood chips every day. It still didn't completely solve the problem, because if we had a day like Monday where I wasn't here and the wood chips didn't get put in, it started to smell like ammonia again. So I was just holding off until we had some sort of nice weather to clean out the coop. And we're starting over now, and I hope we don't have the same problem. So while we were at CC yesterday, Nathan took a trip to Lowe's, didn't he? And he bought this cement fiberboard and some thin set, and he got this all knocked out, which I was totally not expecting, because Sunday night he was not feeling the greatest.
Neither did I.
You didn't feel very well on Sunday night? Nope. But yeah, he had the day off, and I thought he was going to just relax, and instead he went and knocked out a big part of this project. He said Liam helped him really a lot too. I left Liam home because he was all up in his head. Yeah, he had sniffles. Everybody had sniffles.
Me too.
You too. And
this
yeah,
little slabber.
He's out of town all this week, so we're trying to stay out of here because we don't want to get this cement fiberboard dirty. And in fact, I've got some rolls of Ramboard in the garage from my brother. He works at Ramboard, so he gave me a bunch for my garden, and I'm going to use some of it for in here. It shouldn't take too much. So I came out because there was a chicken out, and I decided to just go ahead and feed the scraps to get them inside. But while I was out here, I noticed that the deer have evidently paid another visit to our garden. I don't think they come on a regular basis. Like, I don't think they come every day, but they have definitely been here. They were here last night, because yesterday all of these Brussels sprouts, which are not doing the greatest, I planted them kind of late in the fall, but all of these Brussels sprouts had all of their leaves up and down the stalks, and now look. That one is trimmed nearly to nothing. This one's still got a lot of leaves, but you couldn't see any sprouts by just standing here. You had to move leaves. They've just been bitten off. This one, look at that. There's practically no leaves left on there. That's it. Excuse me, Whiskers. Excuse me. Look at that. They have just eaten. This broccoli was covered in leaves. I planted a broccoli by accident. And look at, this is nothing. This one, they didn't eat the sprouts, which is interesting. And the sprouts don't look the greatest anyway, but look at that. They completely trimmed the growing tip off of that one. And this is the row that I've got my garlic planted in. Look at all those hoof prints. I don't know if you can see that well. But yeah, all the way up until the start of the garlic, and it looks like they didn't touch the garlic at all. Thankfully, it looks like they didn't touch the garlic at all. And it doesn't look like they really bothered my cabbages. I've just got those 6 cabbages there that, they've headed up a little bit. They trimmed off these, I had some celery here. I think it was 6 celery that were just sort of making it through the winter. What do you want? You want to be pet? You want to be petted? Yeah, that's a good girl. I'm a little nervous about my garden this spring. When I start planting stuff, that the deer are gonna just come in, because so far I have not fenced my garden. And I don't know. We'll just have to see. I really don't want to have to put up deer fencing. We're gonna put up a scarecrow. And I'm not really that optimistic that will take care of the issue, but we'll see.